In ancient Chinese foremost handsome man, Pan An was considered as the number one. In the book 水浒, Xi Menqing was attracted by a beautiful married woman called Pan Jinlian, and he was eager to have an affair with her. So, Xi Menqing asked Wang Pe how to attract Pan Jinlian. The answer was Pan Lü Deng Xiao Xian. Here, Pan means Pan An, which say to attract women. First, the man should look good. Pan An lived in Western Jin dynasty. Well, 水浒 was created in late Yuan and early Ming dynasty. Actually, even today, when we say a man is really handsome, we still can say 貌若潘安, which means as handsome as Pan An. According to the historical records, when Pan An appeared on the street, women from kids to senior crowded on the street to watch him. To show their love, those women throw fruits into Pan An's ride. So every time Pan An showed up, he could bring lots of fruits back to home. In Chinese, we call this story 治果迎车. Today, we still use this item to describe a man who was handsome and loved by women. Pan An wasn't a person who only had good look. He also was a talented people. When he was young, he already was famous because of his articles. Besides, Pan An was really loyal to his marriage. Pan An was 2 years older than his wife. They were engaged when Pan An was 12 years old. Now, there were many unofficial records about Pan An. No one recorded that Pan An had a concubine or had a relationship with prostitutes. Pan An lost his wife when he was 42 and didn't remarry. In ancient China, a man only had one woman rarely happened. So the love between Pan An and his wife was remembered by generation to generation. Besides, Pan An was a filial person. Before Northern Song dynasty, Pan An as an exemplar was recorded in the book 24孝. Pan An was born in Zhengzhou, but he worked far, far away from his hometown as the government officer. At that time, Pan An's father already passed away, and his mother lived with him. 1 year, his mother missed their hometown so much and was seriously sick. To comfort his mother, Pan An resigned from his position and brought his mother back to the hometown. After they came back, Pan An nursed his mother back to health. If we only consider Pan An as a man, a husband, and a son, there were hundreds of reasons that make us like him. But after knowing what Pan An did as a politician, I hardly liked him. In Jin dynasty, imperial examination wasn't created yet. Family background or network played a critical role in the government officer election. So, although Pan An was famous at a young age, depending on his talents, but he didn't get important position in the court. In Pan An's late age, he joined the Empress Jia Nanfeng's team. The Empress Jia Nanfeng was a very famous, evil, and ugly empress in ancient Chinese history. I will tell you her story later. At that time, although the Empress Jia and her clan almost controlled the whole country, but the crown prince wasn't born by the Empress Jia, and they had a horrible relationship. Horrible, I mean they wanted to kill each other. Unfortunately, Pan An directly involved in this political battle. One day, the crown prince drunk. Pan An let the crown prince copy an article used in the worship. Because the crown prince wasn't sober, he just copied it without carefully reading the article. After got the crown prince article, Pan An changed a little bit and made this article express the rebellion. This resulted the crown prince and his biological mother were killed. Later, War of the Eight Princes happened. The Empress Jia and her clan lost in this battle. As the supporter of the Empress Jia, Pan An definitely couldn't have a happy ending. Pan An got the punishment called zero familial examinations. Pan An, Pan An's four brothers, Pan An's kids, Pan An's nephews, Pan An's nieces, and Pan An's mother were killed. Only two boys were wayward. This is why Pan An was moved out from the book, The 24 Fiery Exemplars. In Northern Song Dynasty, when Pan An joined the Empress Jia's side, Pan An's mother believed this would bring disasters to Pan clan and required Pan An to cut the connection. Unfortunately, Pan An didn't follow his mother's request. Eventually, caused the whole Pan clan was killed. When this happened, Pan An's mother already was about 70 years old. If this disaster didn't happen, she could pass away naturally. In other words, Pan An was the reason caused his mother's death. So, Pan An wasn't qualified as a filial exemplar. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.